Hey, I'm Kev Mr. Welcome back to Monster Energy Supercourse. As Kev Hillman's got a decision to make. Which 450 bike is he going to ride? Is it going to be a Honda, Husqvarna, KTM, Kawasaki, Suzuki, or Yamaha? Well, he's already ridden a Husqvarna, Kawasaki, and Yamaha to get to 450s in the 250 classes. So, should we mix it up? Suzuki's not very good. KTM and Honda are a bit better. Should we go with the KTM? So we got the bike chosen. Let's see how Hillman does on his debut 450 race round Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. So here we are on a 450 bike. A bit of a different sound. And a bit quicker this thing. As he's got 3 laps to get used to this stadium in qualifying. This 450 machine. What do you see? Rear end, maybe a bit more throttle management required on these machines. But at least some of these jumps, which were maybe triples, maybe doubles, on a 250 machine, are definitely triples and doubles on a 450. Now, as you can see, some of these fast curves, you have to be a bit careful. Look how much power this thing. Look at that easy triple. This is already battling someone his high side. This is just qualifying. Oh, didn't quite make that. Triple as, oh, that's a horrible section. Back on terra firma now as all he gets into. Rider. There's a 110, which seems to be a decent opening that. As he ahead of Trot. Stager. It doesn't seem like the rider in front of us actually qualified. He's got Chad Reed. Oh, that's a name I very much recognise. I'm a fan of the Aussie. A veteran at this level. Well, with only 1 title to his name, if I remember correctly. Absolutely insane. We've got Dean Wilson, the Brit, as well. So here goes high side, taking alternate lines again. I'm sure the crowd will enjoy that. It goes round the hairpin. It's nice having a track, unlike Vegas, where you got something to hold on to during the tight corners. They're very dry, and as you saw with high side with that corner, that's partly why he lost the title last season, because he just could not grip the bike round the corner. We've got Ryan Dungey in first now. Got Marvelous Marvin in 4th. Got Jason Anderson in 3rd, and then Davy Millsaps. Or Davy Millsaps in 5th. So seems to be alright on this 450 machine. Might suit him a bit better actually. Being on this machine after riding that in Europe as well. Very familiar with it. As, oh, he's kicked the... He's down. So it's the King Dungey at the top. Just ahead of Ken Roczen. And then we've got Marvin Musquin. And then we've got Cole Seeley and Jason Anderson around at the top 5 on his Husqvarna. Look at that. 3 different manufacturers in the top 5. Then Kev Hillman, on the KTM, leading a bit of a row here as he's less than a second off Dungey in his first qualifying session. That's not too bad. On the circuit, which he kind of struggled with in 250s. As we've got Blake Baggett, and we've got Davy Millsaps, or Davy Millsaps, and Cooper Webb, should I say, on his Yamaha. Then Dean Wilson's, because I saw Chad Reed in 11th on his Yamaha. Then we've got Jake Weiner. You've got lots of Suzukis in the midfield. Malcolm Stewart, Justin Barker, or Barca, should I say. And then we've got Brock Triggle. As we're looking down through the rest of the field, down to 40, we've got Felix Joseph. I could definitely say that name at least. on the Yamaha. So let's see what Hillman can do in his first heat race on the 450s. It's his high side revving up alongside Seeley and Roczen. There's Ollie trying to jump the start. What is 4-minute heat race? And oh, there goes Roczen and Seeley. They collide. There's another faller. As here goes high side through the middle, back up to 6th. Behind Vince Fraze. That's how you say it. Looking to the outside. He goes over this whip section he really struggled with in qualifying. As you can see, he's run wide. That's allowed Nate through. And oh, he's onto the blocks. He's down now, is Hillman. Everyone's slowed up. Nice and gentlemanly from them. So he's only dropped back down to 11th. He's got Jake Reiner in front. Here's Ken Roczen. One of the season favourites behind. In 13th. It's all running a bit wide for that right, but makes it work. So maybe we've got to use a bit of the rear brake a bit more, even with this kind of sandy surface. Oh, 3 wide. Heading on to the second. We've got Dean Wilson leading the Millsaps to go into this fast left-hander. Very easy use of the rear on these 450 machines though. Side getting a bit deep into the hairpin. So we go into. Right, look at that again. It's almost free ride with Roczen and Ryan Matters. What the hell are you doing over those whip sections still? You've got to get on top of that high side for the race. He jumps over Roczen. Oh, that's horrible. That is a mess. That has wrecked him. Oh, for this section has now. Is that Elkins getting into the back of high side? What is he doing? That helped no one as we're down into 13th behind George Simmons. Got Johnny Taylor in 11th. Finally some names I can actually pronounce. He goes a bit wide through the right again. That actually seems to be a decent line though. Go over the last couple whip section. On to the third lap. It's always a bit wet on the inside, that first corner. But it looks like Hillman's definitely going to have to do some last chance qualifying for the main event. At the moment, way down. Now that's a good set of jumps down the inside of Johnny Taylor as well. Hello. Introducing himself on these 450 bikes. Now down the inside Donald Savage. There's a chunk block in front. The Savage, that's slowed him down slightly. There's all high side got clipped by Savage. He landed, but he's into the top 10. Now he's got Roczen in front as he messes up the last part of that section. Here comes Savage again. But he's still battling with Jake Reimer as Ken Roczen, the German. The former MX2 champion in Europe as well. World MX2. Definitely is one of the front runners in this 450 class in America now. Dean Wilson still leading. That's a 111.9. That's not too bad. And see, he's catching up. The two very good riders in front, even though they are battling like a hell. Oh, kind of speed on the outside as well. Oh, getting the rear end out a bit too much. Oh, he's finally nailed that whip section. It's right on the back of Jake. Oh, it goes a bit wide though. Through that fast left. Oh, he's got a much better start to this section. Oh, and then sets it up horribly for the last jump. So he remains in 10th, but he's catching this top 9. I can't remember if he has to finish top 9 in this race. At 450s to make it through. It's almost losing it through the right. There's another rut come into play. You can see a bit of a gap behind to 11th. Let's go on to the final lap. Oh, and he's down! Well, there was a bit of a gap to 11th. Now he is 11th. He's got Johnny Taylor in front. Got Brock Trickle behind. Or Tickle, should I say. So here goes high side with some scrubbing action. Don't often see that. Look how wet the inside of that corner is. Absolutely ridiculous. As he goes through the whoop section, he's got the inside into the left. Not quite. Forcing him wide. Oh, he's kicked the block on the outside. Oh, what are you doing, high side? You absolute pleb. And now he's definitely not making through. He's down to 16th. Nothing looking like getting a top 10. Now he's been pushed out by Atkins. Again, he's battling with Patrick. As Dean Wilson wins the first race of the season. Head of Millsap, Seeley in third. Ken Roczen recovered to 5th. The side makes it up to 16th, maybe. So as you can see on your screen, the top 4 have qualified for the main event. Dean Wilson on his Hasfan, the KTM of Millsaps. Seeley in third on his Honda, just ahead of Fries as well. Roczen has to go through to the semi-final, along with the rest of us idiots. As you've got Malcolm Stewart in 7th. Got over James Stewart, I believe, on the Suzuki, very successful rider. In the thousands, as there's Kev Hillman in 14th. He got it in the end by 12 thousandths of a second, but now he has to finish in the top 9 to get through to the main event. So here's high side revving up the middle of the field. Let's get underway. 16 riders here, battling for 9 slots, I believe. And oh, look at that in the first corner again. Absolutely messy. And oh, high side being pushed onto the box. But survives in third behind Simmons. He's got Malcolm Stewart behind on his Suzuki, and here goes high side battling for second. Goes Simmons. He takes it. Holding the inside through the left though. Oh, he makes it work. So now he goes over the jumps. Battling for the lead is high side, he takes it. He leads on the 450 bike for the first time in a race. Got time to do it as well in the semi-final. Oh, he's down though. Got a bit too carried away. That's now being pushed wide by Sir Johnny Taylor. 3 noon acquaintances. As he does end the first lap in 5th though. That's not too bad. He's got Nate leading. And there's Malcolm Stewart in front of high side. Nicks around the outside through the left. Not going to work though. Maybe over these big jumps. Can he take back third? Oh, he can. No, he can't. A bit too much speed into the corner, but over the jump he does. And oh, almost losing the rig going into the corner. Someone makes it work though. Go over that whoop section. He's definitely getting a hang of that. Oh no, through the left, got pushed wide by Stewart. I was going to like Malcolm Stewart, but I guess not now. After that to high side. Look how much he's messed up high side. We've just pushed him wide on those blocks. Lost a couple of seconds to him. Somehow regains 4th though, ahead of Brock. Got Eugene in 6th. Go over these doubles. And he is catching back up to the Suzuki. The top 2 are not getting away. As he just got a couple of laps to go. Let's go through the first corner. Eugene up to 5th. Ken Roczen at the back. Is he not going to make it through to the main event? That would be a shock for the German. Let's go into the first part of this lap where Highside is very much at home. Even over these whoop sections, you can see he's gaining on the top two. As Malcolm Stewart is as well, trying to join in the fun. Highside with a massive jump there though. Oh, and that's just messed him up, as you can see, for the rest of the section. But he's right in the tail of Stewart. Right in the tail of the top three. This is not bad at all after that first lap catastrophe. He's going down the inside of Stewart. He take it from the Suzuki, but not quite. Let's head on to the final lap of the race. There's a 12 flat. That's not good for the main event, but it's good for this race as he sneaks into third. And drifts right through the left. Here comes Malcolm Stewart back again. Trying to push him onto the blocks. This time it does not succeed, Malcolm. Get out of here. Let's look at the top two side by side. With Highside coming to the party in this final lap. That's not a good whip section, no. Somehow holds onto the bike and loses third off the battling so hard to earn it. He chucks it away. Oh, and it just holds onto the bike. Keep going. Keep the momentum up, Highside. Which he does, it looks like. He's got Eugene behind in fifth. Or not, Johnny Taylor's taking it back. Goes over these jumps. Trying to gain on Stewart. Just not working on this final lap. As he's going to win between Simmons and Nate. Looks like it's Simmons. Stewart in third and Highside in fourth. That's much better. So Simmons wins on his Kawasaki held the Suzuki pair with Hillman in fourth on the KTM, making it through to the main event. At least he's done that. He's scoring some points. Is Hillman on his debut with Hasvana in fifth for Johnny Taylor, making it through just ahead of Brock in sixth. Where did Eugene go? Down to ninth in the end. It's Ken Roczen down in 12th. He's having to go to the last chance qualifier on his Honda. As we look at the back, you've got Felix Joseph there on his Yamaha. So how can Hillman do in the main event?
Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. This is one of the most prestigious stops of the Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship season. A win here is a highlight to any rider's year. The engines have fired and the racers are ready to kick the bikes into gear. It's main event time in Southern California. Listen to that crowd. He is definitely the favorite. Let's see if he can capitalize on that energy and get the win. The riders are lined up. The gate is about to drop. Who will get the whole shot?
As Highside revs up for his first main event in the 450s. Let's get underway for 10 minutes. You can see where the budget went as well at the beginning. As a couple of fallers in the first corner. As Highside making some good places up. Is he going to be leading in the main event? No way. He's side by side with Millsaps. He does. Oh, he's sliding it. He holds on. Going over the whoop section. He's taken out. Of course he's taken out. Can't have a fucking fairy tale now, can we? He pushes someone onto the blocks in anger. After getting taken out by Millsaps. Oh, and someone else is onto the blocks. Is that Justin Barcelona? As he's in 10th at the moment. Makes it 3 wide. Survives down as ahead of Weston, is he? They're side by side. Into the right hand, and look at this melee for 9th on this opening lap. This all goes a bit wide on. Gets to run off the final corner though. On to the second lap in 9th. Chad Reed in 4th. Oh, and he's down. That was his own doing that time, trying to slide the bike for the left-hander. Nothing there at the moment. Needs the ruts at the end of the race to do that. But he's in 12th battling with Johnny Taylor again. They just seem to be attached at the hip here in Anaheim. Let's go over the whip section a bit wide, and that's allowed Taylor through for 13th. Where's he going? Outside, get back on the track. Get back in the groove. Let's look it down the inside of Taylor. 412. Oh, he's messed it up again over the big jump. Has to work on that as the race goes on. Look at that, he's lost the position because of that idiocy to Justin Brayton. Oh, and almost lands on the back of the red machine. As he's got Blake behind in 15th. As there's a battle like a hell in the midfield, and he's gone wide in the final corner as high side. And he goes down the inside in the first corner, takes back that 14th, does he? As he breaks into the first corner a bit more cautiously, he gets pushed into the blocks. Well, it's everyone in fourth, but if he's an arsehole as well now. As he's down to 15th on his third lap of an action-packed main event. Of course it's been action-packed. He had his 1 second of glory on the opening up. Since then it's been a very big battle just to stay on the track. This is just about doing. Is he making places up now? As he finally gets that section right. Oh, lands on someone. But it's in 13th now. Oh, he's going back towards the top 10. That would be something. In his first race, he's back with Johnny Taylor again. Seriously, Johnny. We'll have to exchange phone numbers after this or something. We're getting to know each other so well. Is he there to Reston? We've got Mike in 10th in front. We've got Justin in 9th, battling like a hell. And we got High Side in 9th. Of Marvellous Marvin now leads. Ahead of Jason Anderson. Is he going cautiously through that left-hander now? Taking that wide line, gets a superb run off the corner, does High Side. And going a bit wide through the next right. Then see he's building a gap behind. Oh, Gens again messes up the whoop section though. That is so hit and miss. Go over the jump, make sure you're not going too high in the air. Oh, that's much better. Right in the back of Justin, round the outside as he messes up. Into the top 10 again. As he approaches the halfway mark of this race. Let's see, a bit spread out in front. Yeah, let's say, oh, he's taken out again. This time by Mike. But he rejoins in 13th battler with Johnny Taylor. Of course it's Johnny Taylor he's alongside. Oh, and he's taken out. As he's halfway through this race. Now he's been pushed wide by Johnny Taylor's protector, I'm guessing that is. That is Blake in 13th. It's now Ken Roczen, he's down in 14th. Thought he'd be one of the favourites for this race. Oh, and he's been taken out again by Blake. Well, this race has turned into a horror show already around the halfway mark, and he's down again. He's down to last is now Hillman. As the opponents are being bloody idiots again. Now he's got the battle from last after battling for the top 10. Now we've got to see what he's going to be able to do in this race. He can stay on his bike. Well, that is a horrible set of jumps. So he's not going to do anything if he continues that. Whereas he's got around 6 laps to go. 5 laps. He's got to push hard to get anything from this race now. But he's finding out the 450s. You may need elbows. They also need to be bloody ignorant as well. And take people out, it seems like. This is more like a demo derby than the Supercross race. Because he's got Nate in front. He did so well in the semi-final. Not semi, it's semi-final. There you can see he's down in 21st. George Simmons in 18th as well. It is not good for the people who qualified from that semi-final. You see Johnny Taylor batting in the midfield as well. Yeah. As once again he's messed up those jumps. Really, come on, high side. Get it together. As he got Vince Frace in 19th as well. Basically all the qualifiers from that semi-final are in the second half of the field and not doing well. Maybe had this easy semi-final, is what that's telling us. Let's look up fast at just a 13.1. He can go at least a second quicker than that, high side. He can do much better than this. Let's see what can happen when he actually has to battle people. Like here, down the inside for 21st. Down the inside of Nate. Oh, he's messed up this though. Hasn't made that a triple. That's an easy triple normally. When it's not your race though, that's what happens. There's two inside on that left-hander. Really had to let up on the gas. So he's making these jumps work now. Down the inside for 21st. Get out of here, Nate. Oh, he's messed it up though. Or has he? He's somehow in 21st and right on the tail of Brock for 20th. He's got to go down the inside, trying to make it work. And oh, a couple of riders down the final. What the hell is going on? He's doing last. Despite a couple of riders falling, have to pick up their bikes. I got no words for this main event. So you've got 2 laps to go. Let's just get to the finish. He goes wide, hits the blocks for the first time as well in Anaheim. Despite 20 minutes of racing, of course that happens for the first time in this main event. This has just turned horrible in this second half of it. Since getting taken out a couple of times. Taking himself out a couple of times as well. This main event. And he's got Johnny Taylor. Of course he's back with Johnny Taylor battling for last. Are you absolutely kidding? And he's down. Trying to make a move on Taylor. He just pushes him into the blocks. As it goes through. Onto the penultimate lap of the race. Everyone is just proving so hard to battle. Needs to somehow get out in front of everyone and be clear with everyone. Because once he's near someone high side, he's just going down, it looks like. Everyone is so bloody ignorant they can't do anything. At least in this race, maybe it improves as the season goes on. Highly unlikely though. Just holds onto the bike there. This is still Dungey's in the lead now. After a slightly slow start, being down in like 5th. Well, for him at least. So there we go. Finally got those set of jumps nailed. Going to the hairpin. But he finished last on his 450 debut. Oh, he will. Come on. In the first half of the race, he wouldn't have gone down there. But in the second, he can... Everything's just going wrong for him. For high side. Battle of people, they take you out. Try and do some jumps with some rhythm, falls down. Let's just see what he can do on this final lap, if he can make it round. and then have a heavy drinking binge after this, I think. It's not Vegas, but it would do. We didn't see Johnny Taylor battling for 20th. Highside taking the high line. Once again, those whips actually not working out. They say it is confirmed. Dungey winning ahead of Jason Anderson. The Musquet in third. Then Chad Reed in fourth. Cooper Webb in fifth. Highside doing a spin for the fans. As he is totally just given up on this race now. As he got Cole C round out the top 10 just behind Malcolm Stewart, Justin Braden in 8th. Neil Slaps in 17, Cooper Dean Wilson in 6th. See, that's what Highside could have achieved if everyone actually raced. Could have been a top 10 for him. But instead, he's going to be last by a country mile. Just after 10 laps, Ryan Dungey wins on his KTM by 3.7 seconds. There's Jason Anderson. As you look outside the top 10, Ken Roczen recovers to 11th in the end on his Honda, but a poor result for the German in the first race. As looking further back, let's see everyone who qualified then from that heat, from that semi-final. He's got Justin in 14th, dropping down. There's Jake Willman 15th, who was battling Roczen for so long, and here's Suzuki. There's George Simmons in 17th, Nate in 18th, Johnny Taylor in 20th, Vince Reese in 21st, and Kev Hillman at the back. Definitely the wrong semi-final to qualify from.
That was definitely not the type of performance he was hoping for. He was never really a factor in the race and is going to have to find a lot more speed if he wants to win.
Oh, it's good to see Robbie's joined Hillman at KTM as he tries to come down an incessant Hillman after that race. As he gets a point for his efforts, but he should have had at least 10 battling for a top 10. As we look further down, you can see good mix between Suzuki, Honda and KTM in the point scores. As Varner near the top along with a Yamaha. And you've got a Kawasaki there with George Simmons as well scoring some points. As you look further down, you can see it's definitely not a category maybe to be on a Kawasaki. As a slightly underwhelming race for Kev Hillman. Are you kidding, Ralph Shaheen? He tried to do something that race and he just got taken out. That's how you do it. Highside has still got a lot to show and is doing his best. We're off for it off. Well done. Okay, a bad race can happen to anyone, right? His fans not very happy either. So let's see what Hillman can do around the stadium of San Diego next time out. Will he be buddied towards the back again, or will he be able to fight through and score some solid points? Find out next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.